Assalamu alaikum, my dearest students, and welcome back to another virtual lesson which is being assembled by your own school, Metropolitan. Before starting our today's lesson, let me just have a glass of water. Alhamdulillah. What did I just do? I drank some water. So here I have done an action of drinking, and the thing which we are going to learn today is action verbs which are called verbs. Verbs, my dear students, are those sentences in which some action has been shown. A word used to describe an action or any state. Verb is basically a word in a sentence that describes what the subject is doing. I am the subject, my dear student. I was doing something, right? I just drank a water. A subject did an action. I drank water. This will be the sentence. Here, I will be the subject and drank will be the action verb which will called as verb. To express a physical or a mental action. This means when you are doing anything physically, like I just drank water, right? I am holding this pen. I am waving it like this. I am doing a physical action. But if I'll be angry, it will be a mental action because it will be inside our mind. It will not be shown on our body just with the expression. So that will be called as mental action. Let me tell you a secret, my dear students. We all have done or we all do many actions in our daily routine life, right? And most of the things we speak in our daily life consist so many actions, just like I am walking. Here, walking is the verb. I am doing the action of walk. Or some of your students or some of the friends are running, so their action will be of running. If a boy is jumping, the action will be jumping. Just like you have seen here, a girl is eating. The action which is she doing is eating. Here, a boy is writing or drawing. So the action which he is doing is drawing or writing. Here, he is playing. So the action he is doing is. After this, as you can see here, a boy is throwing a ball. The action he is doing here is throwing, and here he is catching. So this boy is showing the action of throw, and this boy is showing the action of catching. So all the actions which has been done here or shown here are showing the verb. Okay, my dear students, after talking about verbs, it's time to talk about the forms of verb. That how many forms of verb are there? There are 3 forms of verb. First form, which is known as the base form or the present form. Second form, the past form. And the third one is past participle form. This form is used for the time which is going right now, like I am teaching or I teach. This is the base form, right? Which we turn into past and its past participle. Let me show you an example. The first form is eat. What will be the past form of eat? It will be ate, and the past participle form will be eaten. Okay, just like this example, let us do the whole exercise of forms of verb. Okay, my dear students, after the explanation of verb, we are now going to write the definition of verb. First, you all have to take out your grammar copy. Write down today's date on the first line and then write the heading definition of verb. And the definition of verb is a word which indicates an action. Just like we have discussed that verb are those words in a sentence which indicates an action which is done or currently occurring on in the sentence. Let's have an example. So let's have an example of verb. As you can see in this picture, what action is done? Of drawing. So the action word will be draw. Then the boy is playing. The action word can be play or jump, and many more words can be written as an example. I hope you all have understand what is actually a verb with the help of these examples. After doing the definition of verb, now it's time to do forms of verb, my dear students. As we have discussed, there are 3 forms of verb. First form, second form and third form. Here I have written some base forms of verb. Now we have to turn it into second and third form. So the second form of like will be liked. Because as we have know that liked will be used in the past form for the time which has gone. And the third form will be the same, like, liked, liked. The second form of eat, my dear students, is ate. I eat an apple. Then the second form, when the second form arises, it will be I ate an apple. Then eaten. I have eaten an apple. Then frighten. The second form will be frightened. Same with the past participle or the third form. Then fly. The second form of fly will be flew. I fly a kite. Second form, I flew a kite. And then flown. The last one is take. The second form of take is took and then taken. Let's repeat these again. Like, liked, liked. Eat, ate, eaten. Frighten, frightened, frightened. Fly, flew, flown. Take, took, taken. Okay students, after learning about verbs and then forms of verbs, now we are going to start our translation. Remember my dear students, in translation we have to focus few things. In these sentences we are going to first focus on the subject and then the verb. Subject are those word in the sentence which is performing some work or doing an action. Someone who is doing action is subject and the action which is done is called verb. So the very first sentence is मैं खाना खाता हूँ. Who is performing the verb, the action in this sentence? मैं. What do you call मैं in English? I. What is the action What is the action in this sentence? खाना क्या कर रहे हैं? खा रहे हैं. So I eat. And what are you eating? Food. Get it? Second one is परिंदे उड़ते हैं. We call परिंदे in English as birds. And what are birds doing? Birds fly. अब्बू बाजार जाते हैं. Who is going to bazaar in this sentence? Abbu. And we call Abbu in English as father. Father goes to market. तुम मुझे जानते हो. What is the subject in this sentence? तुम. It will be written as you. The subject, the verb is जानते. You know. And who is he knowing? मुझे. We call मुझे as me. Then the last one is वो किताब पढ़ते हैं. They read book. Done. Let's repeat these sentences again. मैं खाना खाता हूँ. I eat food. Here खाता is verb. Then परिंदे उड़ते हैं. The verb in this sentence is उड़ते. So birds fly. अब्बू बाजार जाते हैं. Father goes to market. तुम मुझे जानते हो. You know me. वो किताब पढ़ते हैं. They read book. Okay, my dear students, after completing the written work of grammar, now it's time to start our oral work of this lesson, which is of general knowledge. So the very first question is, where do Muslims perform Hajj? Few days before, some of the Muslims performed Hajj. So you all should know, where do they perform Hajj? They perform Hajj at Khana-e-Kaaba. So the very first next question is, where is Khana-e-Kaaba? Where do Muslims go to perform Hajj? At Khana-e-Kaaba. But where is Khana-e-Kaaba situated? It is situated in Makkah. The last question is, where do you find Allah? Where do you find Allah, my dear students? Allah is everywhere. We can find Allah everywhere. We can find Him among the people. We can find Him in closed doors. We can find Him inside ourselves as well. I'll repeat these questions again. Where do Muslims perform Hajj? At Khana-e-Kaaba. Where is Khana-e-Kaaba? In Makkah. And the last is, where do you find Allah? We find Allah everywhere. So that's all for today's lesson. Hope you enjoyed learning. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.